Hello, book lovers. Welcome to Must Love Books.
We have your permission to start?
No.
Welcome back to Must Love Books. It is the Something Smutty Book Club Halloween edition. This month we read Spookily Yours by Jennifer Chipman. And today I will be Slowburn.
I'll be Crazy Beach.
I'll be DNF.
Reverse Harem, baby.
I'm Daddy Zeus.
Slut.
I think I should start going by DZA, like SZA, but DZA.
I love it. Dizza.
Thank you.
It's probably easier than having your cousins call you daddy.
You can call me Daddy if you want.
Call Daddy.
I think it's funny. About this book.
Did we have our DNF and Crazy Beach do their first and last?
I read 3 pages.
I read 6.
Congratulations.
Wow.
We're back on the norm.
We worked really hard this month,
Yeah.
as in 10 minutes ago.
Yeah.
It was pretty stupid. I can't tell you what the book is about. All I got to was they have a daughter. The daughter was by this dad, and the mom was talking about it being a cat, the dad being a cat, and that she can't touch her dad. And then I said, this, I think, is enough for me. I think I'm over it.
Fair enough.
That's it.
So as a reminder, Crazy Beach only reads the last few pages, and she didn't even finish the epilogue.
Nope. Not this time. No.
DNF managed to read the first 6 pages.
Yeah. And she met a cat.
It's Daddy!
She really likes fall.
Mm-hmm.
And her sister's a baker. That's all I got.
Her sister has my dream job.
A baker?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
They've got everybody's dream job. They co-own a bakery / coffee
and
shop.
they're witches.
The literal
Are
main
witches.
thing.
Yeah, I forgot about that. They're
It's kind of the main
witches.
plot point.
Yeah,
They're
they are
witches.
yes.
So, was the cat in the beginning the cat? Ellie?
So she sees this cat, and her own cat, I believe, passed away or something, and she needs a new familiar, and her sister / bakery co-owner is like, girl, you got to start making your own decisions and living your own life and getting out there. So she goes to a shelter, and everyone's like, this cat is a demon cat from hell. And she's like, cool, I'll take that one.
Daddy.
Brings him home, cuddles him, feeds him some food. She makes him some salmon. Not even raw, she cooks it. And they cuddle on the couch, and then the next morning he's like, hey, guess what? I can talk.
Yeah.
And I'm actually cursed to stay in this cat form. And we gotta break this curse.
Yeah, she's way too accepting of all that.
She is immediately accepting, like, okay, cool, let's go to the library.
Also,
I have questions.
Already?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'll tell you what, I have questions too.
Okay, first question. Does he ever... Was he a cat when they had a baby? No.
No.
That's what we're looking for is bestiality, and it's not in there.
There are no...
No.
Interspecies
So
relations.
did they break the curse?
They break the curse,
In
like...
the first chapter.
Yeah, like
It's
a
so
fur.
fast. She has an idea. She's like, it's the full moon. Let me do something with my powers. She passes out, and as she is about to hit the ground, he turns into his human / demon form and catches her and brings her to bed.
He's a shape-shifting demon. He could always turn into a cat. It's innate. He just got trapped in the cat form.
So
So,
why can't they touch him?
I don't know. I didn't read the epilogue.
Allie said the
because the kid was messing around with the cat, like chasing the cat or whatever.
Oh.
And they're like, don't play with the cat. Don't play with dad.
to
Don't
touch
leave
him
his
and play
tail.
with him.
Kind of thing.
Now, it actually wasn't him. It was a stray cat.
Oh.
But she thought it was him.
She thought it was him, and then he walks in, and she's like, wait, if you're there, who's this cat? And her immediate thought is, great, another demon. And he's like, no, it's actually just a cat.
Okay.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But after they break the curse, then, they're immediately in love. This was definitely an insta-love.
Yeah.
I saw you and knew you were my person.
Right, it was before that. It was like, oh my god, we're in this pseudo-Salem. It's a witch colony. There's cats and familiars everywhere. Even though I'm used to seeing them. Oh, look, one random cat. I feel suddenly drawn to this random cat. Enough to bring it up to my sister, who also probably saw 18 cats on her way to work. So it's like, I don't know. It irritated me immediately from the beginning. I have a lot to say about this, so I'm going to curb it for now.
This whole story was, if you had watched Sabrina the Teenage Witch as a child and Gilmore Girls, but then thought, I wonder if those two ever wanted to fuck.
Yeah. I will totally get behind her pumpkin fascination. I love pumpkin flavor.
Oh, obsessed. She's obsessed with pumpkin.
I don't know if I'm fascinated like that.
I am obsessed. I love anything pumpkin flavored. I will.
I mean, so do I.
Really stale.
We're not.
Oh, I thought they were.
No, maybe a little bit.
I think you just ate mine.
That
was my little pudding graveyard.
So I did not finish the book.
Neither.
I did.
I got
42.
61% of the way through, and I was like, it's not holding my attention.
There was really no plot.
It was very Kindle Unlimited, and it sounds mean to say this, but it's like written like somebody who's only read Kindle Unlimited books. You know what I mean? I don't mean that to sound like bad like that, but also, yeah.
It was
I had a problem with every single page I read in this book. I was highlighting random things left and right, just random stuff on hers. I even highlighted, and I'm like, you're not going to know why I'm highlighting this, but it irritated me in the moment when I read it. Because it wasn't like funny. It was just like,
stupid.
Why did you word it like this? Where there's a point where he's like, I'm the son of I'm the bastard son of the demon king, which makes me, and she goes, a demon. To be fair, I still don't hate it as much as the spy book.
Yeah.
Oh, that was the worst.
That's my ultimate. I can't stand that.
The one you didn't read.
You didn't read it.
It was not good.
It was our second book that we did.
So much shit.
It was the FBI agent.
Oh, I
and
remember that. I wasn't here for that one.
That was the only reverse Harem one we read.
I got a bone to pick with that book, but
it was a terrible one.
This one was just like it had zero substance. There was nothing in it that I was like, you could have swapped any of those characters with a different character's name, and I'd say, yep, same character.
There's no physical descriptions outside of like hair color.
I think that was intentional though.
Yeah, I don't care.
To be like a self-insert kind of thing.
Yeah, very much a self-insert.
I don't care. I hated it.
Yeah. After they crack the curse, he just decides to live with her.
Yeah.
Wow.
And he's like, I'll be your roommate. And then 5 seconds later, they're in bed.
Is this where the kid comes from?
No.
Probably, but the kid is like a year later. Well, when they get married, they say in the epilogue that when they got married, she was already like 6 months pregnant.
This is like a 2-month span of time, by the way, in case anybody was wondering.
If even. I thought it was like a week.
No, it's like 2 because he asked, or is it maybe it's a full month? Because
it might be a full
month, and then he's like, please give me more time, and the brother's like, no.
Yes, so there's our plot, is the whole reason why he was here in the first place is he is trying to find his brother, who is the heir to the Demon King.
The Demon Realm's Demon King.
Yeah.
I'm like, you could have picked any name out of a hat, of any demon, and people would be like, okay. But you're like, no, the demon, and his name's Damien.
Of course it is.
His name's Damien the Demon. Like, get out of here.
I love it.
Damien the Demon Cat, actually.
Get out of here.
So traditional.
So his whole purpose is he has to find a mate for his brother.
My eye fell.
He was looking for a mate for his brother, and it was the sister.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that from like fucking chapter 2.
Yep. And then all of a sudden we find out, big twist, the sister and the demon prince, the real one, are missing. Where on earth could they have been? So then they decide to go to
immediately to help
the demon realm, and she's like, "Sup, I'm here." He asked, and I said yes. And she's like, "Do you love him?" And she's like, "No, but he asked me to come, so I did."
Friends,
right? I mean,
she also like leaves her bakery.
Leaves her bakery and
with this guy.
Yeah,
you don't see it. It's not on screen. It's not in page. She's been meeting up with this guy sporadically for a while now. the sister has. And she only reveals that after. And she's like, oh yeah, I left with him. And also I kind of like been seeing him for a little bit. And she's like, why didn't you mention it? I'm like, you were walking around town with this random 6'6", because he's 6'6".
Specifically 6'6".
6'6" man.
But you've been walking around town, a very small, tight-knit community, with this dude who looks ambiguously dangerous. And you're like, oh my god, I hated that. Oh, he walked out with tight jeans and a leather jacket. Okay, Derek Heltor. Get out of here. I immediately was mad about that. But, and I'm like, people come up and like say like hi to get close to see what's going on. But like, no, you're telling me not one of these, does the large group of women asked you who this random guy is?
Right? There was no conflict.
Your sister did not ask you?
No one seemed to care that you're walking around town with a demon.
Right.
Yeah.
Regardless, I want to go back to the 6'6". Do you think we have any listeners that are men that are 6'6"? Because I am single.
Mm-mm.
I mean, I think you could have stopped it. Do we have any listeners that are men?
But let me rephrase this. Any listeners who know men who are 6'6" and
There
single,
we go.
send them our way.
Oh my god, and then we can do an episode where you're speed dating them.
Let's fine. Let's do it.
Speed dating.
Like put him with numbers.
Yeah, we'll judge them.
Yeah.
It's got
Podcast.
We're good at judging.
I'm down.
Yeah, we
Let's
are.
do it. Listeners,
If there are
Not
any, you can send us a DM on Instagram and we'll pass it on to Crazy
I am
Beach.
34, so please be mindful of that when you submit men.
I would not even consider dating anyone under 30 at this point.
Oh, I would go under 30, but
I would go under 30. Even at 34, I'd go under 30. At least, like 24, I think, would even be the youngest I'd hook up with. Definitely not date. But hook
Yeah,
up with.
24 just sounds like a baby.
I'm 24.
You know what's
And you are a baby.
Okay, so the book was terrible. There's nothing to it.
Your writing wasn't bad.
yeah.
The writing wasn't bad. There was just,
Disagree.
it was too insta-love and there was no
Disagree.
plot.
I bet like grammar.
Yeah.
It wasn't the worst I've read. I also didn't finish it, and I probably would finish it. So how exactly does it end? They live happily ever after, have a baby?
Basically, they go to the demon ball.
What?
Like,
They go to the demon world where they're announcing their engagement. The demon prince, the real one, not the bastard one, which is the main character. The real one.
Bastard.
So they go to the demon world to obviously confront this guy, and he's just like, yeah, here's my bride. We're announcing our engagement at this demon ball. And so they go to Damien the demon's bedroom, and she's totally cool with her sister getting engaged to this guy. She's totally down for it. She's like, wow, I really love this room. It's like a really fancy hotel room in here. Can't wait to sleep in this bed. And I don't remember if they bang at this point.
yeah.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure they do.
And then they go out, do the little engagement party for that, and then they go home. That's literally it. And then they're like,
No, they also have sex in the hallways to make her
they're
to make her smell like the demon.
because they're claiming her. Anyway, they're under the cover of darkness, but they have like the allure of being exhibitionists and whatever. So it's public but not public. Yeah, they do bang there, and then they go home. And after they go home, he's like, "Guess what? You know what a really fun little facet of being a demon is? I can link your life force with mine, so you never die, or you'll live as long as I do, conveniently," which is nice for her, I guess. And then she's like, "Okay, but what about kids?" And he's like, "Well, the kids will live. They'll get our magic too, so they'll live as long as we live, and blah 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 blah." So happily ever after. Then they get married in like the span of a month. And then they have a kid in the epilogue. And that's literally all there was to it. Oh, and they live in her house in this little witch town that nobody finds a problem with at all. Because obviously there's no...
Yeah, there's supposed to be all these issues with witches hating demons and demons hating witches.
Apart from the pacts, that, like the demon pacts that they claim, the witches claim they make, nobody ever tells you why they hate the demons. They don't know anything about the demons, which I think is ironic considering you hate them. Just some prejudice there, I guess.
Who cursed him?
Yeah, they never tell you who cursed him, which I think is plot hole or maybe intentional.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be like a witch ex-girlfriend or something, but...
Or her sister, or something, you know what I mean? Because it was a seer who did it, and she's a magical seer. Like, also, they have a bunch of powers that none of the other witches have. So there's that. I love that.
They're
little
not
tip.
like other
They're not
witches.
like other witches. And I was like, oh, kill me now.
What do they do with the bakery?
I'm assuming they sell that sucker. I don't know.
Because, like, the sister left and she was the baker.
Yeah, she's like, even though this is my dream, a man came along, so I'm leaving.
Yeah.
She said, dreams can change, I guess.
I mean,
6'6".
are you going to leave your bakery? You're the one with reverse harem is the one with the dream of a bakery. Would you leave your bakery for a 6'6" demon saying that you'll be the queen of demon realm place
Well, can I have
and can live forever?
Hell?
You know, technically no one says that you can't, so I guess she's just gonna make pumpkin spice lattes in hell.
Well, you know what? Then maybe I would. But
She definitely would.
me?
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
Hands down.
I would want the responsibility of being a queen.
I would love it. I would make everything.
I think you would take advantage of it.
Yeah.
Okay, so for real,
Hey, I've been a boss.
you bring home a cat from a shelter, and the next day your cat starts talking. How do you respond?
How do
kick
you
it.
Google? How do you
I'm bringing it back to the shelter right away.
This fucking cat is talking. It's
It
done.
literally goes right back to the shelter.
I would be literally on WebMD searching symptoms of schizophrenia.
Yeah.
I'm gonna,
What is
AI
wrong
that
now?
shit to see what's going on.
Me, I kick it. I'm just kidding. I don't know. Run away.
I'm calling Kaylee.
So Dizza,
Well,
tell
look
us
at her
about these
cup.
drinks you made us.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
they're Malibu
Oh, you need to
and
shake yours too.
pineapple
Drink all that
juice
glitter, girl.
and
Glitter.
grenadine and
Yumminess.
blue carousel, not Kuroko, or whatever I was calling it, and glitter, edible, thankfully, and that's about it. It is a high schooler's drink that we made for this party, and by we I mean I made this for this party. Trying to make it purple.
Mine's were
It's pretty purple.
Not purple.
It's
Crazy Beaches is black.
yeah.
Yeah.
To be
you know what? Mine kind of matches my sweater, which is blue.
definitely
So
blue. Mine is also bluish black. So
Mine is
you know
very
what?
purple.
It's a mix.
Crazy Beach, yours looks gray from here.
Well,
It was black.
It was black.
It's very. I don't think I can even finish it, to be honest. I'm not a sweet drinker.
Wait,
Yeah,
that's
I
it.
clearly hate
There's
this.
wine in there.
I'm more of a beer
Yeah.
or like give me a tequila
Yeah,
shot.
I
drinker.
don't drink beer.
Tequila.
Does it taste like juice?
It was like, yeah, I
I'm
was
not a
thinking
drink
sweet
tequila.
for you.
It's so sweet.
Everybody said
It
Malibu was
tastes
fine,
good.
so I was like, okay,
Yeah.
Malibu.
Sissy.
What?
Why can't I drink tequila?
You gotta taste her clothes.
When we went to Mexico, it took till the last damn day for you guys to take a.
We drank
I was drinking the whole time though.
Yeah.
You guys were drinking, but no one would take a tequila shot with
Yeah,
you that
no.
last day.
I'm not allowed to drink tequila.
I've never
just-
done tequila
I
shots.
throw
Oh
up.
my god.
We gotta go to Mexico to do them though. Can't do them here, I guess.
I will never get over how disappointed I was when a mimosa was orange juice and tequila in Mexico.
I do remember.
I
you
was
very
so-
upset about that.
I was so sad.
What is it? What's normally in a mimosa?
Champagne.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh my god, I was so sad.
It's very much tequila everything.
Yeah, I was so sad.
I like a tequila.
I don't think it's a mimosa if there's not champagne.
Yeah.
In Mexico it is.
It's, yeah.
So,
So out of 666 demons, what do you
45.
rate this book?
Demons, I was going to rate it out of jack-o'-lanterns.
Well,
I was gonna rate it out of cats.
no,
Out of cats.
out of 666 demons.
in the 3 pages I read.
Mm-hmm.
33.
Out of 666.
Yep.
What does that equate to on scale?
You know,
A one.
I'll give it 44.
I will give it 66
Whoa.
out of 666.
I'm simply giving it 6.
Okay, I didn't hate it that much. I will give it a 66 too.
I also like the one where she comes downstairs and she's making breakfast, right? And she goes, You can cook? You don't even know this man. What do you mean? Why are you so dubious? Like, you can cook? You're like a normal person. He's like, yeah, I'm like almost 300 years old.
I mean, if a man is like 300 years old and can't cook, red flag.
He also acts like, and this is definitely the writer's also insert, he acts very like almost virginal with her and like shy and kind of like, oh my God, I would never say or do those things, sneakily doing them, but like, you know what I mean? I'm just like, I don't know. I don't like the vibe.
He wakes up naked in our bed without her consent.
He was sleeping and she kicked him.
I know.
Right. But
He was a cat.
sleeping as a cat.
Yeah, he was sleeping as a cat.
And
So
she kicks him, and so he jolts away.
Startles away.
Yeah.
So I just think it's kind of funny how many times we read a book on here and at least one of us goes, well, it's not the worst thing I read.
Yeah.
Glowing endorsement.
I think the problem is I'm just like a hater.
You are a hater. Daddy Zeus is a hater. Can
like
confirm.
A hater of most Kindle Unlimited books. And it's not because they're Kindle Unlimited books. Or maybe it is. I'm not sure. I don't know what it is. Listen, if I had the capacity to write a book, I'd probably put it on Kindle Unlimited. But maybe that's why I also am like extremely judgy of them. I'm like, I feel like you could have put like 10% more effort into this and made it like way, way better. But
See, and I get why some people do like this book. It is very like low stakes, cozy, easy to sit down and read in one sitting. I just prefer books that have like high stakes and will like absolutely destroy you.
But see, I don't even need that. Like, I don't even need high stakes. I need just like, if you're going to have like a relationship be the prominent point in a book, you need to put the effort into making the relationship like good. You know what I mean? And not just meet someone and you're like, oh, wow, insta love. Wow, we have a connection. Oh, we're mates, predetermined, fate bound crap.
Yeah, that's a trope I do not like.
Build them up like a normal progression. They're going around, hanging out, doing stuff anyway. Have a little bit of like conflict in the beginning. There was zero conflict at all.
No conflict.
Capacity.
I'm reading a Why Choose one right now, and they are fated mates. But like, you have the ability to like deny the bond, and it's not something that like as soon as you meet them it snaps into place. Like it's like a right time, right thing.
That's annoying.
Sort of thing.
Honestly, I feel like that's almost worse.
So like, you have to be like, you know, you can either one, never meet them before, shake their hand, and the bond snaps into place, or you've known them for 10 years and it finally snaps into place. And so far, I like it. It's not bad.
I don't mind. I'm not a whole hater for the mate bond thing.
But yeah, I like
But
when you
I
have
think-
the right to choose if you.
But I
accept
also
it or
think
not.
it depends on the circumstance. And I feel like she was just throwing everything out of the hat. Like she was like, oh, this.
Wait, you want the rest of mine so I can pour wine in mine?
Does yours taste the same as mine did?
They relatively should
Okay.
taste the same.
Just pour mine in yours.
Yours looks so weird.
No, it's the same. I really can't drink more of that, otherwise I'm gonna be so sick.
Pour the rest of it in there.
It's all glitter.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that is pretty much just glitter. Top it off with some of this.
I just want to tease.
So top it off before
There you go. You gotta drink that much before you can have some wine.
No, chug that sucker. Chug it.
Chug.
I can't chug if you tell me to.
Alright, nobody look. Chug.
You look at me.
Calm down.
More, Trisha?
I mean, if we go like right now, I can go.
It's only 6:30.
Right.
That's true.
That's what I mean.
It is?
If we go
Yeah.
like now,
It's 6:37.
That's true.
We started way sooner than we normally do.
Right.
Which was still an hour later than we actually planned.
I got money.
All right, bye, bitches.
Go buy some cats.
Thank you for listening for our Halloween episode. We're cutting it short because we're going to go to the corn maze
With our wine.
with our wine. Next month, we're going to celebrate Thanksgiving with Stuffed by the Were Turkey. So enjoy that one. Who wants to sign us off?
Thank you for listening. Now shut the fuck up and take this dick like a good girl.
Bye, bitches.
Happy Halloween! New Year.
Thank you everyone for listening. This has been Must Love Books. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, and Patreon under @MustLoveBooksPodcast. Thank you and happy reading.